Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I'm Ryan Bolden. Thank you all for joining me once again. So here we go again with delusional Vice President Kamala Harris on The View talking bullcrap. Okay? I'm not going to even bother to be professional about this. She's talking bullcrap. Talking about, we're going to get right into this article. It's really short. I'm going to get right into this because I want to chop this up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay? Because it's this kind of rhetoric that's keeping people blind to what's really going on. Let's get right into this article. But I tell you, they can't come up with anything that's viable. They can't. These Democrats cannot come up with anything that's a real solution. Okay. But anyway, Vice President Kamala Harris said Wednesday on ABC's The View that, quote, "We should all be scared because if former President Donald Trump is elected again, our freedoms are at stake." So let's see what she's talking about when she says our freedoms are at stake. Let's see. Harris said, quote, "I think most people don't think of it in the context of democracy so much as freedom. The freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body, freedom, the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride, the freedom to be able to be free from gun violence." That's stupid. These are fundamental freedoms that are at stake right now. Let's dissect this. The freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body. That's not the issue here. The issue is not about the woman's freedom to make decisions about her own body. If she want to wash up, she can wash up. If she don't want to wash up, she don't have to wash up. If she want to get her nose pierced, she can get her nose pierced. If she want to get her you-know-what pierced, she can get it pierced. Nobody cares. But when it comes down to that human life that's in her freaking belly, people care. That's freedom? The freedom to kill? No, that's not freedom. We're talking about the child's body, in your body. No, that's not freedom over your body. So quit with the rhetoric, okay? That's stupid. Let's go on. The freedom to love who you love openly and with pride, / let's deal with this. No one's trying to push against someone's right to be who they want to be with. If a person chooses to be gay or a person chooses to be transgender, nobody cares. Trump doesn't care about any of that. In fact, he's a moderate conservative when it comes to that, because what I was told, and I didn't see this, but from what I was told during his term, during Gay Pride Month, he had his flag. He had his gay pride flag and was waving it. I'm certainly not going to do that. It's their choice, but I'm not gay, so I'm not going to do that, okay? All right? So clearly, he's not coming after anybody who wants to be gay. I mean, that's your you are an adult, that's your choice. He's not coming after that. The issue is not about freedom to openly love who you want to love with pride. That's not the issue. The issue is when you try to push that lifestyle on the kids whose minds are vulnerable and too young to be able to determine for themselves what's right or wrong. That's the issue. You people are sick. You're nasty. Okay? And that's the issue. It has nothing to do with that. She's lying and the truth is not in her. Who cares who you want to be with? If you want to be with who you want to be with. See, I'm going all out on this right now, just shy of wanting to go off big time, because I'm so sick and tired of these Democrats getting on TV among millions of people and lying and twisting stuff. Unbelievable. Nobody cares about that. What these Democrats, these progressive Democrats do care about is poisoning your child. That's what they care about. Let's go on. The freedom to be able to be free from gun violence. How stupid does that sound? The freedom to be able to be free from gun violence? I don't even know how to address how stupid that sounds. The freedom to be free from gun violence. What sense does that? That don't even sound right. Did she really say that? The freedom to be free from gun violence? The only way the public is going to be free from gun violence is that when law-abiding citizens are allowed in each state to own a gun to protect themselves against the thugs and the murderers and the creeps out there, then we can have freedom. Freedom to freaking protect ourselves. How the heck you sound? Freedom, free from, to be able to be free from gun violence. The freedom to be able to be free from gun violence. That don't even sound right. And then lastly, because I get so sick of these people. Then lastly says, these are fundamental freedoms that are at stake right now. Only for loonies, yeah. She added, we've got a guy right now, the former president, running for office openly saying that and let me say something. Let me take this back here. I don't mean to say that people that believe in this are loony. Okay, let me be nice. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. But you're being lied to. You're being deceived if you believe in that. That's what I believe. I believe you're being deceived because before the 60s, it was not like that. Most Americans had a conservative mentality. They did before the 60s, unbeknownst to a lot of people. But anyway, or most people believed in right or wrong. And most people did not support abortion prior to the 1960s. All of a sudden you support it now? Really? Are you kidding me? What does that show you? Somebody pumped that in your head. Somebody told you that. Anyway, she added, we've got a guy right now, the former president, running for office openly saying that he promises to essentially be a dictator. Stop right there. That is one of the dumbest, craziest, most retarded things that I've ever heard in my life. Okay, first of all, the Constitution doesn't even allow that, you moron. The Constitution doesn't even allow that. The president cannot get up and say something that's dictatorial. The Constitution doesn't allow it. He can't demand laws to be, he can propose laws to Congress, but he cannot make laws. Okay? He can propose them, but he can't make laws. He can't make somebody do something. That's why we have 3 branches of government, and that's why we have checks and balances. Wasn't Biden trying to do that? Wasn't Biden trying to work around? See, this is what people try to ignore. They love Biden and want to kiss all up his booty hole. But in the end of the day, he did a lot of little sly things that people wasn't paying attention to. Like when it came to that you know what. The you know what, okay? You know what I'm talking about. He tried to go through the back door of OSHA to try to get everybody in the jobs to get it. Really? Really? See, but nobody want to pay attention to that. Only someone like Biden would do something stupid like that. But we don't want to pay attention to that. We want to say Trump is going to be a dictator. What if Biden couldn't be a dictator and he had to go through the back door? What makes you think Trump going to be able to do it? Stupid, man. Come on. Let's go on. Let's read the rest of what this nonsense, this dribble she's talking about. A person running to enter back into the White House who is proud that he stripped Americans. That don't even sound right. He's proud that he stripped Americans. Let's go on. Women of the right to make decisions about their own body. How was he proud of that? How was he? What was he doing? I'm so proud. I am so proud that I was able to strip women of their rights to make decisions about their own body, because I don't want them to have a right over their own body. And I feel so proud that I'm able to strip them from doing that. If this is a reference to Roe v. Wade being reversed, then that shows you how moronic she is. Because the whole objective of that was not saying that you can't get an abortion. What that simply said was that abortion is not protected by the Constitution. So it was given to all the states now. In other words, before then, in the 60s, mid to late 60s, it was made federal. Every state had to acknowledge it, which was wrong. Okay? When they reversed Roe v. Wade, you moron. Okay? Okay? When they reversed it, all they were saying was, okay, now that it's back into the hands of each state. It depends on the state, which is how it's supposed to be. Okay? That's not protected by the Constitution. That's why they reversed it. I don't know why it took so long to reverse it. That's what gets me. Why did it take so long to reverse it? You mean to tell me since the 1960s it took y'all that long to reverse it? It's simple. It's not protected by the Constitution. It shouldn't have even been to begin with. This is ridiculous. He's proud. He stripped American women of the right to make decisions about their own body. Woman, go on somewhere. Let me go home. A person running to become the commander-in-chief who is admitting he would weaponize the Department of Justice. I find that interesting because the Biden administration is weaponizing the court systems against Trump, trying to keep the man out of the ballot. But Trump keeps getting more and more popular. From what I'm understanding, not only did he win in the Iowa caucus, but he's up in the New Hampshire. And that's a big major thing. Everything that they try to do, everything that these loony Democrats try to do, it comes back and kicks them in their rectum. Let's go on. It's ridiculous, man. Let's see what the rest of you co-host Joy Behar, said President Obama reportedly has said that he thinks that the Biden campaign is too complacent when it comes to Trump. Now listen to this. Said it's too complacent when it comes to Trump. Now just follow this, okay? Representative Jim whoever, I can't pronounce his last name, said the campaign isn't breaking through the MAGA wall. These people's names not even worth me wanting to mention. Michelle Obama, or trying to learn how to pronounce it. Michelle Obama says she's terrified. I already did a video on that nonsense, as we are, about the potential outcome of the election. Now, are you scared? What could happen if Trump ever became, God forbid, president again? And what are you going to do to stop the crazies? Listen to this. What could ever happen if Trump, God forbid, if Trump becomes president again? Oh, we're going to protect our borders. Don't push transgenderism and the legal lifestyle on our children in the school. Make sure that criminals do the time for the crime. God forbid that. God forbid if we bring back anything moral. God forbid if we try to protect our country from illegals coming over here. God forbid that. That's wrong. That's bad. Don't do that. Ooh, God forbid. President again? And what are you going to do to stop the crazies? This is the question this person asked. What are you going to do to stop the crazies? Who are the crazies here? Obviously, she's talking about, MAGA supporters and Trump supporters. They're the crazies. I love how they use terms that really apply to them to other people. Well, let's see how this turns out, though, because it seems like to me a lot of people are turning away from the Democrats right now. Let's go on. Harris said, I am scared as heck, which is why I'm traveling our country. You know, there's an old saying that there are only two ways to run for office, either without an opponent or scared. I never even heard of this. I never even heard of that. So on all of those points, yes, we should all be scared. Listen to what she's saying. Instead of coming up with solutions, and solutions on how to fix things so that people can say, okay, Biden is trying to get his stuff together. Because clearly his popularity is declining. Instead of vice president, I don't even like to call her that, trying to give some kind of viable solution, she says stupid stuff. Stuff that's designed to prevent stupid. Stuff designed to provoke emotion in people. Oh, you got, be fearful, be scared. Be very, very afraid. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. You know, be scared. Oh, my God. When you get back in office, oh, my God. If you try to protect the borders, if you build a wall to protect the borders, oh, my God, be scared. I know it sounds retarded, but be scared. I know it sounds stupid, but be scared. I know he's going to protect you from illegals coming over here that might be criminals or terrorists or all the rest. But no, you need to be scared. Be scared. Be afraid. No wonder nobody likes this woman. She added, but as we know, and certainly this is a table of a very powerful women, we don't run away from something when we're scared. We fight back against it. In what way, ma'am? What way? Right? Yeah. So many of us know when we are scared for the future of our children, do we then stay in bed with the covers over our head? Nope. We can't. We cannot. And this is where this election requires, rightly, that President Biden and I and all of us who are part of this administration, we got to earn re-election. There's no question. Yeah, you got to earn re-election. You got to earn re-election into that crazy statement right there. And I'm pretty sure she said a whole bunch of other crazy, ridiculous nonsense on that drivel of a show that I wouldn't even dare bother to listen to. I would rather read the comments and the transcripts. I don't want to listen to them. They make me sick. Okay. Instead of them coming up with some kind of viable solution, they got to go through all of this other nonsense, talking about something we scared. And man, look, this is ridiculous. It's just completely ridiculous. But I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at the rhetoric that she's pushing. Because the Biden administration is failing miserably. It's failing miserably. And more people are siding with Trump. Love him or not, more and more people are siding with Trump. Black, white, whatever. It would seem reasonable to me that as the vice president, you ought to be helping the president come up with some kind of solution. Man, we failing behind. We got to come up with something that's going to win the trust of the people. But they can't do that. They either can't do it or they won't do it. They either can't do it or they won't do it. If they won't do it, then somebody's telling them not to do it. If they can't do it, then that shows how much of a moron they actually are. You just don't have the intelligence to come up with solutions that would actually compete with Trump's, or at least Vivek's or whoever else. If you can, then that shows that they don't know what they're doing. So what tactic do they have to come up with? They have to come up with fear and propaganda. It is the Democrats that's doing this. How can anyone not see this? What Republican uses fear tactics that I know of, such as Trump and others? What Republican uses that to try to get the people scared? Me personally, that's not how I operate. I may get angry. I may get frustrated with these politicians. I may get real frustrated with them, but I try to give some type of a factual data, at least most of the time. Okay, this is a bunch of bull crap. I hope people look past what she had to say. She is a loser. Period. Bottom line. I'm not apologizing for it. If she don't like it, tough. If other people don't like it, well, don't bother to watch. But I don't like liars. And she's lying through her teeth, through her lips, her tongue, her skin, her DNA, everything. She's lying. And that's what I have to say about that nonsense that she's drooling on The View. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.